Yeah, come in. Ah, Johnson. Yeah, come in. Close the door behind you. Yes, sir, you wanted to see me? Yeah. As you know, we've been working on a special prototype for the new Universes Beyond set. I trust you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, sir, I know what you're talking about, but Are you sure about this, sir? I mean, it seems insane. There's no way people are gonna go for this. Is that what you think, Johnson? Have you not seen the results of our last sets? And you really think those were good ideas? Did you think that was gonna work out the way it did? Well, I mean, sir, yes, it at least made some kind of contextual sense. You could at least find some kind of tie-in, some way to think that the player base would be interested in these crossovers. Stop right there, Johnson. You know as well as I do that no one has cared about the story of Magic the Gathering in the last decade and a half. These idiots are lucky we even try anymore. You know as well as I do, Johnson, we could sell unmarked booster packs in tinfoil with nothing but 15 slices of blank printer paper inside of them. Mark them up to $30 a pack. As long as we promise that there's a 1 in a billion chance to find a fetch land, these morons will be lining up around the block for it. I suppose you're right, sir. So, what should I do? What should you do? Well, you need to email these designs to Rosewater ASAP and tell him Operation Custard is a go. Yes, sir. I'll get right on it. Ayo, party people, ayo, diddly, ayo, neighborinos, and respectful ayo, Mr. Bobby Brackens. Today we got something unbelievable going on. I was checking the old emails, like I usually do here at Ron King Magic, just trying to answer some fan mail, but I saw a weird one in here from some guy named Johnson. No idea what's going on with that. But it was addressed to Mark Rosewater, so I'm assuming it came to the wrong person. But the contents of this email were extremely interesting. It seemed to be, the almost finished designs for some new cards from apparently an upcoming Universes Beyond set that I can't really believe, Bob. I can't really believe my eyes, but the proof is in the pudding. So we're going to go through these together and see what you think. I mean, if this is for real, then, this just changes everything. And also, if this is for real, I'm expecting to get a call from some representative at Wizards of the Coast who's going to, invite me over to their headquarters, sit me down for a nice plate of gabagool, or bowl of gabagool. What the heck is gabagool? Let me know down in the comments. I'd really like to know that. Is it even real? Anyway, after the gabagool, they'll probably, break my thumbs, threaten my family, and make me an offer I can't refuse. But I'll do anything. I'll risk anything for a like and subscribe. You know how it is. So let's get into this. I got the dossier here that I printed out. So we're just going to go through some things. First, we're going to start with the designs for some artifacts here. We have first up, Pose Scooter. Yeah. That has a mana cost of 3 with 1 to equip. It's a legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gains +2/+2 in haste. Alright. Yeah. Nothing crazy there. Next up we got Lala's Ball. That also costs 3 with an equip cost of 1. It's equipped creature gains +2/+2 in flying. You know, I guess that makes sense. Like a bouncy ball, you know. Alright. I mean, there's probably a card that does exactly like that. Doesn't seem so legendary yet, but we'll see. We got Tinky Winky's Purse. Same mana cost, same equip cost. This is obviously a cycle. This one's pretty tasty, though. Equipped creature gains 5 and a tap. So an ability. 5 and a tap. Search your library for any card and put it into your hand. Straight tutor, dude. Like, that's cool. Straight demonic tutor effect for 5 mana. As many times as you want. So that's pretty sweet. Then we got Dipsy's Cow Hat. That's going to be equipped creature gets +2/+2 protection from creatures. Alright. I mean, so it's like a slightly better version of whatever that white card is that gives protection from creatures in the stat buff. Forgot. Alright, here's one that's interesting. This is just a legendary artifact, Bob. Tubby Custard Machine. This has got just for a tap, create a Tubby Custard token. It's an artifact with sacrifice, tap and sacrifice. Target player gains 3 life. Alright, so this is like, this sets like clue or treasure. Alright. Next we got some artifact creatures, some legendary artifact creatures. The first one up at 3 mana, it is New Never Resting. This is interesting. It's a French vanilla with pretty low stats, but it has this ability, Sucks to Suck. I like that. Okay, at the beginning of each upkeep, New Never Resting deals 1 damage to player with the lowest life total among all players. That's pretty interesting. So it's like if you're losing, this thing is going to make it so that you're losing even more. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of saucy. I like that. Okay. Next up we got Loudspeaker Tubby Overlord. That is a sick name. Okay. Cost 4 to come out. For 5 and a tap, gain control of target creature till end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. That's cool. You can just be straight taking control of creatures for that. That's cool. That's flavorful, because that loudspeaker is always coming up telling the Teletubbies like exactly what they have to do, and they just have to obey it, I guess. No one knows why. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna get to the main event here, Bob. The actual legendary Teletubby creatures here. This is exciting. I'm stoked for this. I'm stoked for this, Bob. Okay, first up, we got Poe, Vector of Pain. That costs 1 red and a red. It's a 4/4. It's got Ward 5. That's crazy, dude. At the beginning of each upkeep, Poe, Vector of Pain deals 2 damage to target creature or player. That is insane. He's just over here shocking stuff left and right at the beginning of each upkeep. That's nuts. That's nuts. You wildin' out, Poe. Alright, next we got Lala, Eternally Unbroken. That's sick. This is a white card. It's a 4 and a white to come out. 5/5. Hexproof, Indestructible. It's got, if this creature would be put into exile from anywhere this turn, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, and protection from sacrifice. Ooh, that's pretty hot, Bob. That's pretty hot. All right, moving on. We got Dipsy, Scourge of the Meadow. Ooh, that sends chills up my spine, Bob. This costs 3 and 3 green. Oh, this is the biggest one. Most expensive and biggest one, of course. It's a green card, so it's a 6/8 Death Link hexproof. Death Link, dude. Oh man. All combat damage dealt by this creature is then assigned to an additional target creature or player. Ooh, Bob, that is nasty. That is nasty. All right. Next up, we got my boy. We got Tinky Winky, Destroyer of Kin. That's 4 black mana to bring him out. Oh boy. So he's like a Phyrexian Obliterator. 5/5. He's got Ward 5. No, not Ward 5. Ward, sacrifice a creature. Oh boy. Okay, he's nasty. When Tinky Winky, Destroyer of Kin, enters the battlefield, destroy up to 2 target creatures and exile all copies of that creature in owner's graveyard, battlefield, and hand. Okay, graveyard, battlefield, and hand, but not a library. Okay, that's kind of weird. It'd be way cooler if you could do the library too, but I guess it's got to be balanced. I was hoping he'd be a little doper than that, Bob, but you'll see there's still time. These aren't finished designs. It seems like, they still got the old school mana costs up there, so I think they're probably subject to change. Okay, we're going to finish this off with some instant sorceries and enchantments. I've only got 4 of those. Only 4 of those came in the email. So we're going to get into that. We've got, first up, an enchantment, Approach of the Second Sun Baby. Yeah. That's, if 2 copies of this card enter the battlefield under the same player's control, that player wins the game. Each one of those copies is costing only 2 white and 2 blue. So that seems really broken. That seems way too simple. Probably going to get fine-tuned. If not, yeah, that's the end of Magic as we know it. Okay, next up, we got a sorcery. Time for Teletubbies. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Search your deck for up to 2 Teletubby creatures and put them into your hand. That costs 3 and a blue. Yeah, that's fair. That's cool. You can get 2 of these Teletubby legends in your hand. That's pretty dope. Alright. Next, we got another one. Okay, Baby Sun's Zenith. Oh, that costs 1 of every kind of mana, besides colorless. It's a sorcery. So, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green, 1 white. Search your deck for any number of basic lands and put them onto the battlefield tapped. This cannot be serious. So for 5 mana, if you get every land type out on the battlefield or just splash for every kind of land, you can literally empty your deck of lands and put them onto the battlefield. That is nuts, Bob. That is nuts. Next we got Tubby Bye Bye. Tubby Bye Bye. That's an instant for 2 black. Destroy target creature. Yeah, simple as that. Just 2 black, destroy any creature. That's sick. That's like a strictly better Doomblade. Yeah, that is going to be seeing a lot of play, Bobby. So, yeah, that's what I had in this file, Bob. I mean, obviously, I'm a little shaken up. I don't really know what to think. I don't know if this is for real. I don't know why I got this email, but
time for Ronnie bye bye. Time for Ronnie bye bye. Time for Ronnie bye bye.
What the heck is that?
Time for Ronnie bye bye. Time for Ronnie bye bye. Time for Ronnie bye bye.
But Ronnie don't want to go bye bye. Ronnie don't want to go bye bye.